we've put together a documentary on the life of a non-binary teenager bullied by peers and violently ripped from this world by the damaging environment around them. This is Rig True Crime.
Next Benedict was born in 2008 in El Paso, Texas. Their biological father would relinquish custody soon after. Nex's grandmother would raise them. They moved around quite a bit until they settled in Oklahoma.
Surveillance footage from the school hallway showed 6 students enter the bathroom where the incident occurred, before Nex and 2 students entered.
Sue Benedict said she was contacted by Owasso High School on February 7th and arrived to find Nex with bruises on the face and scratches on the back of the head, and Sue was informed that Nex was suspended from school for 2 weeks. On her own, Sue then took Nex to be examined at a nearby hospital and summoned the Owasso Police Department at around 3:30 p.m.
During 21 minutes of body cam footage from Nex's interview with a school resource officer, recorded on the officer's body camera in the emergency room at Bailey Medical Center in Owasso at around 4 p.m. on February 7th.
Hey, stranger.
Hey, Mr. Thompson.
I'm Officer Thompson. We spoke on the phone the other day.
Yes.
So,
I'm glad you're here.
So what happened today?
I got jumped.
This is some of the last videos showing 16-year-old Next Benedict alive. A school resource officer goes to the hospital to interview Next and their mom, Sue Benedict.
She told me, she said, Mom, she said, these 3 girls there are just, they won't leave me alone. They're making comments, they're calling us names, they're throwing stuff at us.
Next says they didn't know the other girls, who are a grade younger than them. The students meeting while in-school suspension.
So they just up and decided to just start messing with you? There was
Yeah, because of the way that we dress.
Okay, so you didn't do anything at all at any point in time that would have, even a couple days ago or even a month ago or anything like that?
I don't know these girls.
Next goes on to explain what happened leading up to the altercation in the bathroom.
After we sat chairs, we went to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I was talking with my friends, they were talking with their friends, and we were laughing, and they had said something like, why do they laugh like that? And they were talking about us in front of us. And so I went up there and I poured water on them.
Okay.
And then all 3 of them came at me.
In security camera video from the cafeteria, you can see the group of girls stacking chairs like Next said. One group then goes into the bathroom as seen in the upper right-hand corner of the video. Next and their friends are seen gathering around the water fountain before entering the bathroom.
They came at me, they grabbed onto my hair, I grabbed onto them, I threw one of them into a paper towel dispenser, and then they got my legs out from under me and got me on the ground and started beating the out of me.
Okay.
And then my friends tried to jump in and help, but I'm not sure, I blacked out.
Just 20 seconds later, a school employee is seen entering the bathroom and eventually everyone exits. In this video, you can see an SRO escorting Next from the school nurse's office to the principal's office. Next is then seen leaving the school with their mom, who took Next to the hospital.
The fact that she threw that water, it kind of puts her.
Even though she didn't put hands on them?
It's still something about her. It's salt, the water.
After a conversation with the officer, Nex's mom declines to press assault charges. Shortly after, the officer says goodbye to Nex and their mom.
Hopefully I see you around school and class and wander in the halls and all that good stuff.
Yes.
You can smile and wave and say, hey, Thompson, and all that good stuff. So.
During the interview, the officer asked Nex why they had not reported the past conduct of the girls to the school, and Nex replied, I didn't really see the point in it. Nex told the officer they told their family, as Sue said in a week before the incident. Nex described the conduct as they're making comments, they're throwing stuff, and they're calling us names. and Sue told Nex to ignore the girls.
The officer also said if Nex appeared to be injured beyond scrapes and bruises, the officer could be contacted if seeking charges was reconsidered. Nex was discharged later that day and reportedly went to sleep with a sore head.
The following day, on February 8th, while preparing to travel with their mother for an appointment, Nex collapsed in the family's living room.
And I need to get someone, an ambulance here quick, please.
Okay, what's
My
going
daughter,
on?
I don't know what's going wrong. She's posturing and her hands.
Nex's mom calls 911 from their home after they become unconscious.
She's breathing in, but then her eyes they open, but she's doing like a, like a really quick, and her hands are posturing already. They're rolling in like I don't know if it's from her head injury, because the girls that beat her up knocked her to the ground, and she hit her head on the bathroom floor. And when I got there, the school was like, I think you might need to take her to the hospital. And I'm like, okay. And she kept saying she had a headache.
Nex had stopped breathing by the time emergency medical technicians arrived and was declared dead at the hospital that evening.
The toxicology report found that Nex ingested enough Prozac and Benadryl to overdose. The office had previously disclosed a summary report that said Benedict died from the toxic levels of those medications and concluded the 16-year-old died by suicide. Dr. Rose Miller, who performed the autopsy, noted several bruises, a cut, and other injuries on Benedict's head, but determined that none of those injuries played a direct role in the teen's death.
This is a long-awaited report confirming previous releases from the ME. The report rules Benedict's death a suicide, resulting from a toxic combination of antihistamines and antidepressants found in Nex's system. We now have specific doses for each drug. While there were injuries from the fight, the ME found that trauma was not a cause of death. New details from this report include past medical history and notes written before their death. The report says, quote, handwritten notes that are suggestive of self-harm were found in Benedict's room by the family.
Nex Benedict was a unique teenager who had a tragic fate. In the end, we hope that Nex is at peace.
If you want to support Peace Productions, please subscribe to our Patreon. The link is on the screen. For more true crime, you can visit Ty Henry's YouTube channel. The link is on the screen.